So it is 5:30 in the morning, and I just thought, why not speak out my thoughts, because I've been wanting to start a channel for a while. But, I just been going through a lot. And with YouTube, I don't want to make profit. I want to be popular among people. My goal for YouTube is to get known, and that's all I want to achieve in my life. And I just want to start with telling people about my life. I started out as a sort of 10-pound baby. When I came out, I had signs of Down syndrome and signs that I was not going to be able to talk or have any intellect whatsoever. But my loving mom, took that chance and still had me. I came out and I needed to be put in the ICU immediately because I turned blue from suffocation. I had too big of a heart for my body. Eventually I grew into it, but anyway, I died several times among this process of putting me into the ICU, then taking me out and going back in. A couple years later, I'm put into preschool. It's a nice preschool, sort of with my dad, was divorced from my mom, divorced from my dad, and sort of lived with another person for a while, which was a very nice man. He actually went to my father, who was abusive, by the way, and actually asked him if he could adopt us. He was the nicest man that I would have happily accepted as my father. Later down my life, my father abused us more when we came to visit him. He hit my sister over the head with an iPad, and she got a head concussion. She's still living, but she has several neurological problems because of it. Another thing that's happened during that time frame was we sort of had lots of people going in and out of our house, and my mother could not find a job, so we were going off of unemployment, disability, my dad's child support, and retirement, and she would do the oddest of jobs just to keep us in our home, until finally, one day, my sister, my 20-year-old sister from up north in Humboldt, said that her company is hiring for a Head Start. And my mom got an interview. It was a phone interview. Did it. And we got a job within 2 days. We couldn't stay at our house anymore. We were late for rent. So we took the rest of our money, some of our belongings, with some of them in storage down south still today. And we went up north. Up north, we stayed with our sister for a while in our apartment with 2 other college roommates. We knew that we were a burden on them, so we eventually moved place to sleep, a bathroom, and some food. And they tell you need to get a job and get enough money so that they can arrange with you how you can move out and get your own place. And let me tell you, they were the nicest people I have ever met. We moved out after several people in there because there's a big homeless people population here. Lots of druggies and people that are crack addicts and weed addicts. But anyway, we moved to our new apartment. It was small with 3 bedrooms. I had to share between my mom and my sister because my sister did not want me in the room constantly. We were barely grasping on with child support and my mom's job. We couldn't get Christmas presents, really, and our food was from food stamps. And we had to take a bus to school every day with no parents just to get there. Eventually, we moved into a place much closer to the school. And I got into a school that actually at first seemed like it cared about me. It was very nice. It was a charter school, so it was a little different from a lot of other schools. Until a couple years later, right now, well, a little bit ago, they were discriminating against me because I had a belief that they did not believe. They based my grades, on my political beliefs. This affected my grades for 1 year of high school. I am now in my 2nd year of high school. I am now in a new school with no teachers discriminating, no teachers telling me what to do because I can't do it because of my political opinion, while other students harassed me and they got away with it because they had the same beliefs as the school. I recently have been going through some stress because my mother met a guy and it was her childhood friend, but he was rich when he was a child. His father was a very wealthy man, billions of dollars wealthy. He stays with us in a 4-bedroom apartment, 2 rooms with 2 people living in it, and 2 where I get my own room and my sister gets her own. This man, though, is not right for my mother. She started dating him a while ago, but recently he has been very rude towards us and doesn't know how to socially act. And the thing is, my mother wouldn't listen to me or my sister about him. My sister has recently threatened to move out, and my mom said it was because of, just because she was being overreactive. But after lots of showing mom what he does, we finally, got her to see that. And he said, he called us, he lied about us to try to make himself seem better. And basically, he keeps trying to talk to us when we need to do stuff, and it's really important, especially for we do homeschooling, and we need to get stuff together when our teacher comes to our house. And she needed to wake me up. And what happened was sister, and my sister couldn't stop him talking, so eventually told him to fuck off. Later, when our teacher is out there and Steve starts to leave, he says, "Have a good day." I'm gonna use a made up name for my sister. "Goodbye, Kiwi. Glad you didn't stick up your middle finger this time," and left. And he's done several of these remarks. My mom later told him that's not right and that's not appropriate. He then tried to lie and said she did this multiple times, even though it was just this one day, to get me up so I can be responsible and do my schoolwork with my teacher. Then he said, "This is why I don't fucking have children." And I'm so glad that my mom can see it now, because for the past few months of him being here, I could not sleep. My father is coming to visit me in 2 days from now. My father has improved over the years. He's not perfect, but I'd rather spend time with him than Steve. My name is Noah Hunt. I am 15 years old. When I was a child, I was tested very high for intellect. I may be young, but my maturity is at the height of a college student. My reading skills and mathematical skills are that of a college student.